There's nothing quite as frustrating as an engine that is shaking like a leaf at a stoplight or misfiring when you are trying to merge onto the highway. You plug in your scanner, expecting a simple spark plug issue, but instead, you get the code P0200, which stands for Fuel Injector Circuit Malfunction. This is a generic powertrain code, meaning it applies to pretty much any modern vehicle with OBD2, but it is a bit more tricky than a standard misfire code. Here's what is happening under the hood. Your engine computer, the PCM, controls each fuel injector individually. It acts like a switch. Battery power, usually 12 volts, is constantly sitting at the injector waiting. When it is time to squirt fuel, the computer provides a path to the ground, completing the circuit and opening the injector. The computer is also smart. It watches that circuit. When the injector is off, it expects to see high voltage. When it is on, it expects low voltage. If it sees something weird, like a broken wire or a short, it sets this code. To fix this, we need to isolate whether it is the injector itself, the wiring, or the computer. First, with the engine off but the key on, unplug your injectors and check for that 12 volts constant power on the feed wire. If that is missing, you might just have a blown fuse or a bad relay, which is an easy fix. If you have power, the next tool you really want is a set of noid lights. These are cheap little test lights you plug into the harness instead of the injector. Crank the engine. If the light flashes rapidly, the computer and wiring are doing their job, and your fuel injector is likely the culprit. You can also use your multimeter to measure the resistance, or ohms, of the injector itself and compare it to the factory spec. If the light does not flash, you are looking at a wiring break between the engine and the computer, or in rare cases, a fried driver inside the engine computer itself. One pro tip: sometimes a wire rubs against a metal bracket and shorts out, so trace that harness carefully before buying any parts. It is all about narrowing down the path of electricity until you find the break.